Well met, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reading through solo leveling 170. Very keen for this chapter. So give a quick recap where we're at and then get straight into it because this chapter should be fantastic. We're hoping. Alright, so previous chapter, Jin-Woo revealed the truth of what's happening at the conference to the rest of the world, those who are interested in listening. Telling them what to expect with the colossal gates opening up around the world, and pretty much just straight up told them like, get people out of there, evacuate as far away as possible. We saw some unbelievers in what he was saying, in Canada especially, which was kind of strange, not gonna lie. But yeah, they decided to rally outside their gate, almost as if it was protesting. I think there's some similarities there, but we'll move past that. In spite of Jinwoo's clear warnings that you're not going to have a good time. So we find that the Shadow Army has constructed like a huge castle on that island that we saw in the previous chapter. And it's got a sweet flag on it. The flag was Bellion's idea, of course. He also has a brief conversation with him, like how big is the Monarch of Destruction's army? 10 times larger than the Shadows, huh? So we also kind of find out that, or a bit later on, that actually, you know what? We'll wait for that bit. We'll keep going. So Jinwoo then heads to China. He figures that since it's the closest colossal gate to Korea, he'll start there and then like move outwards, pretty much. And then he summons his army as he arrives, and we also see like China's hunter forces as well, all lined up. That was pretty cool. The gates finally open, and it's a bait. We don't see, Bellion like appears, and he's like, "Look, I don't feel any forces coming from this gate in Shanghai." And then, yeah, so we see like the plan of the Monarch of Destruction is to get his forces in safely. He considers it a win if he can get all of his forces in. So he's on the other side of the world, which happens to be Canada, and bringing all of his forces through one gate. That's what I'm thinking is happening, and that way he's got time before Jinwoo gets there, and anyone can counterattack. There's 1 out of 8 chance that the plan would succeed. Well, would fail rather. But yes, we see one of the agents. Jinwoo kind of calls him up, seeing what's happening over the phone. And then he's describing the situation. Like, it's fine. Wait, there's a guy coming out of the portal, and then all of the hunters there, who were warned by Jinwoo to get out of there. He doesn't even mess around. The Monarch of Destruction just like waves his hand and they all disappear in fire. Can't even complain about that. You were told, buddy. Anyway, yeah, they're in trouble. Adam's still on the phone to Jinwoo, and then right at the end we see Jinwoo's shadow soldier kind of look like he's about to protect Adam and then maybe exchange with Jinwoo. But at the last second, you just get that, where do you think you're going, buddy? The Monarch just appears right in front of him. And I think he's going to cancel the exchange, honestly. Like, just buy himself more time to get his army through the portal. It's going to be a mess, but very keen. It's time to read solo leveling. Here we go. 170. Alright, we're starting right with Adam. Hunter Sung, you just see a bright light. Oh no, not like this. Straight up to. That means the shadow's gone. I wonder where the next closest would be. My goodness. Not a good scenario to start the war off with the Monarch of Destruction here. Solo leveling 170. Why do we see his teeth? Did he breathe fire on him or something? See like a little bit of energy around it as well. Oh, okay, now he's breathing fire. Or whatever kind of energy that is. It doesn't look like he's aiming for Adam, although he's close enough to be caught in it. He's aiming straight for the Shadow Soldier. What is happening? You just see the eyes of the Shadow Soldier, just the fire coming straight for him. Jin-Woo, he feels it. Like the Shadow Soldier's been cut off, destroyed. Damn it, I should have expected this. Since they know they're up against my Shadow army, which becomes stronger the longer the fight lasts, my opponent would minimize the number of battles by focusing their entire forces in a single location. There it is. Not exactly what I was saying earlier, but makes sense. They opened 8 gates as if they would follow their original plan, but then they sent their entire army to the gate furthest away from me. And look at that one. It's just, the one in Shanghai is literally just a crack to the void right now. Like pure darkness with nothing to follow up. I wonder if they have sent or if they will send a delayed force to each of the gate. Each of the remaining ones that are still open. Because otherwise, how would they close? Or defeating the Monarch of Destruction would close that? Jin-Woo's just thinking, it's my terrible mistake. Even if I were to move over there immediately, I would end up in an all-out war. My plan to buy time just went down the drain. And then Lu Zhigang, Hunter Sung Jin-Woo. Hunters, Canada is... Can I really do nothing about this? And then... Oh, he's speaking. Monarch of Destruction. The sound of a living person's heartbeat. The sound of their scream. And then just the dragon. My goodness. There's just so many dragons that have already come through the portal. And then you just see him. He's looking up at the sky, having a great time. And the sound of the destruction of creatures are resonating like music in my ears. And then, what is this? He's speaking with someone here. Yes, we are done with preparations. Destroy everything. So that is our sole mission of our existence. And then they're just lighting the fire, of course, everywhere. The other monarchs seem to be here as well. Okay. We actually have some footage of what's going on here. Maybe satellites are okay. But yeah, the whole cities are on fire right now. Not good. Someone's drinking in an office. They must have all died. Definitely not Jack Daniels. The hunters, agents, and the reporters on the scene. Hundreds of dragons, along with oceans of giant beasts and insects behind them. This disaster cannot be contained by humans. They're dead. It's all over. It's only a matter of time before they arrive in the US. Now I understand why Hunter Sung advised everyone to stay as far away as possible from the gates. This world is done for. He's just drinking. Uh-oh, waiting for it all. That's right. It's all over. Oh, wait. Jin-Woo goes to him first? Okay. I mean, he's kind of close, right? So the shadows just kind of come out of nowhere. Hunter Sung? I'm paying you a sudden visit because I'm looking for something. Oh. Rune stones. Look at him. He's still got like the aura of a shadow on it. This looks really cool. Please hand over the rune stones left behind by Kamish. The guy's just like, oh. As you may already know, Kamish's runestones are managed by the Hunter's Bureau. Does he really have time for this right now? Fate of the world? What am I saying? Here we go. Why does the Hunter's Bureau even matter anymore? Those runestones mean nothing if the entire US is about to be destroyed, let alone the Hunter Bureau. Excuse me, I think I'm still drunk. I can hand over the runestones, but why do you need them? Okay, he's back to mostly Jim where the shadows are still receding. Very cool. I'm going to use them to launch a counterattack. Didn't you say that beings called rulers sent those demonic beasts here? Yeah. Then what are these runestones that are inside the demonic beasts' bodies? These are just gifts from the rulers to help humans hunt down demonic beasts more efficiently. There it is. We remember seeing this ages ago. What the rulers want is for there to be intense battles between humans and demonic beasts, which would cause mana to take root here. The sacrifice of humans is just a side effect rather than their ultimate goal. When a demonic beast dies, their abilities are sealed in these runestones. Rulers created runestones to help humans hunt beasts. To keep the war going is what I'm hearing right now. Can you really stop them with these? I will have to try. And can I ask for one more favor? Uh-oh. And we see it off screen. What? Alright, and then we're at some nice looking kind of castle right here. Maybe a little bit over decorated, but we'll see. I never thought someone would come looking for me at a time like this. Oh, it's the limit lady. Was it Selena? Maybe? The one who would unlock potential earlier. Uh-oh. You are you are not the person I know. Before, darkness existed deep inside you, but now you are the darkness itself. I am the same person you knew, madam, but I simply became one with the darkness that you saw back then. You said you could see the future? Unchanging eyes. Oh. Then could I ask for you to look into my future? Remember what happened last time she tried this? He's kind of thinking about it. I understand. Grabs his hand, closes her eyes. A very fancy chandelier above them. He starts crying. You really? Teardrops fall on his hand. You really plan to take everything on by yourself? Oh, look at that panel of Jin-Woo right there. She's still crying. How? How could a single human carry this much by themselves? Are you planning on protecting everything by sacrificing yourself? And then he's just smiling. So thankfully, that means I can get there at least. What do you mean, thankfully? No one will be able to remember. It'll be a lonely fight all by yourself. Uh-oh. I'm being so vague. Please excuse me for the sudden visit and the request. And then it looks like he's leaving. The shadows start enveloping him again. Hunter Sung. Then he appears. Where is he? How far away from the fight? Okay, so he's watching either a sunrise or a sunset. He's whipped his phone out. It's definitely not an iPhone. Making a call. It's me. Oh no, this is like a calm before the storm chapter. Jin-Woo? Are you really Jin-Woo? Yes. Sorry. I have been busy lately. Oh, yes. It's okay. I've also been very busy. It's Cha. She's been setting up. She's all decked out in her gear. Yeah, we haven't seen each other for so long since we've both been busy. We'll meet again soon. Yes, let's do that. Oh, Jin-Woo. Yes. Can you promise me, that you'll come see me? This is a good chapter. Yes. I promise to see you. There it is. Excellent. One of the best chapters we've ever seen. Alright, carry. And then Choi is right behind Cha. We should get going now. Huh, yes. Very nice. And then the Korean hunters all lined up, decked out, ready to go. Liuji gang. Wait, are they all heading over there? The Japanese hunters as well? I believe the German one, and then Thomas Andre. They're all gonna head over there. Oh, the Asian Hunter Alliance, the Europe Hunter Alliance, the African Temporary Guild Union, and the Chinese Emergency Response Alliance. Oh no, it's good and bad at the same time. Look at y'all heading down the middle. He's definitely leading the alliance, right? Probably not. Hundreds of thousands of hunters are on their way to battle. Meanwhile, the Monarch of Destruction is just literally standing on top of corpses over there. My goodness. I'm right here. The glance up into the sky. My goodness. I thought it was... There must have been way more hunters there than I thought. And he's piled them all up. Just standing on top of them all. And then you like feel his presence. We go around the world to the other side. Jin-Woo's on top of the tower. Oh, they're like speaking to each other. Wait. I've already taken the lives of tens of millions of your kind. How much longer are you planning on hiding for? Oh. I'll come to meet you soon. Alright. Alright. That was a good chapter. I was kind of expecting that we would get straight into the fight, but it's good to see that we have one more of these chapters before we get into it. Like honestly, not a whole lot happened. We saw the alliance gather. Fantastic. Everyone's finally on the same page, working together. Get rid of this seemingly final threat. Which I mean, I don't know what else would come next unless the rulers somehow come back into it after this. But they seem to be pretty okay with Jin-Woo handling it for now, because it currently advances their plans, right? So we see the alliance come together. We see Jin-Woo. He kind of, I want to say, Doctor Stranges it in a way, with outside help, to at least make sure that there is a future coming up. He doesn't really care what happens to him, and he finally made the call for Char. This made the chapter, honestly. No. We see Char finally, Char and Jin-Woo kind of reach out, confirm more or less that there is a relationship there. As rushed as it has been throughout the manhwa so far, I definitely assume in the light novel it would expand on this a bit more, but that's gonna have to wait until the manhwa finishes. Then we'll catch up on that. And then yeah, we just see the Monarch of Destruction living up to his name, with at least with the remaining two monarchs there as well with him. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm ready for this. Cannot wait for next week for the next solo leveling. All right, very cool. So, oh yeah, I must apologize as well a little bit. Moving on from solo leveling for now. Omniscient Reader is going to be a little bit later this week. I've been a bit rushed on time this week, and we should still be able to get the 2 chapters out for the week, but we'll see how we go. They may possibly move to the weekend, but yeah, I'll let you know in the Discord down below in the description. There'll be updates and stuff of what's happening, and schedule. I think Dragon Ball Super is also out this week, so it'll be interesting to see how we can fit all that together. But yes, that will be it for me for now. We have One Piece coming up tomorrow, and then yeah, schedule will be interesting over the weekend. So thank you very much for watching, listening, or reading along. That is what you do, and yeah, catch us in the next one. Laters.